Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to make this video because I've had a lot of questions regarding the blocked fallopian tubes, and so I just wanted to give y'all a little more details about it, such as why my fallopian tubes were blocked and how they became unblocked. Now, all of this, there's no real definite answer for these. It's just what likely occurred. So that's what I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm also going to reveal something about myself that only a handful of people know. So I'm a little nervous about that, but you guys have been wonderful and supportive, so I'm sure that you will continue to be. Okay, so starting off with how my tubes became blocked. I had a dermoid cyst removed from my left ovary about 12 years ago. The doctor originally thought I had one on my right as well, but when she got in there, she didn't see any signs of another cyst on my right ovary. So she felt like everything went well at that time. But when I had my laparoscopic surgery in, in March, in March I had the laparoscopic surgery, and the doctor said that at the end of my left ovary, he said it looked sticky. So those were the words that he used. He ended up performing an HCG on me while I was under, and he told me and my husband that when they pushed the dye in, the dye stopped at the end of my left ovary and at the beginning of my right fallopian tube. I'm sorry, the end of my left fallopian tube and the beginning of my right fallopian tube. I'm a very visual person, so just in case there's other visual people out there, I'm sure I don't have to show you this, but this is just a you know, the female reproductive system. You got your ovaries, your fallopian tubes that go down to the uterus, the cervix right there, and the vagina. And I'm going to show you mine and where the blockages were. So this is the right side. Here's the ovary, the fallopian tube goes down like this, and when he entered, they did the dye, entered from the cervix, so the dye stopped right here on my right. And then on the left, as you can see, the dye went all the way through my tube and stopped at the end, right here where the fallopian tube meets the ovary. So, he said that most likely the one that was the left side that was blocked at the ovary was due to the surgery that I had 12 years ago. Could have been like scar tissue, adhesion, stuff like that. And so the right side he was not sure about, and I spoke to another doctor and nurse about it in April when I had my second HSG. In November of 2013, I had what I believe and what my OB believes was a miscarriage. And I would have been anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks along at that time, according to the doctor and nurse that did my second HSG. That could have caused the blockage at on the right tube where the fallopian tube meets the uterus if all the tissue hadn't come out during the miscarriage. So most likely that is how my tubes got blocked. Now, how I got them unblocked, I did a lot of research, and I felt that Casserole Packs seem to have a high success rate, and it was safe. I saw a lot of things like herbal tampons, stuff like that, things that can give you infections and just make things worse. So I was happy to see something that was a safe method that I could try, and it was natural. So I immediately started doing Casserole Packs from that whole month, from March to April, because we did not try in March. Oh, yeah, I have told this in a previous video, but the doctor said that during my HSG, while I was under the surgery, the nurse must have pushed too hard, or something happened, because in essence he broke my uterus. He said that the dye came out of the back of the uterus, so basically the uterus almost just tore. The HSG that I had in April showed that that was healed. That's fine. That was no problem. So that was a huge relief. And yeah, so I just did Casserole Packs for the whole month. Every other day I was very religious about it. And the reason I believe the Casserole Packs unblocked my tubes was because of what I saw coming out of my body when I did the Casserole Packs. The best way that I can describe it is like really, really thin pieces of tissue were just coming out of my body. It wasn't like a spotting or a period type blood. It was actual thin slices of tissue, basically. And those started coming out of my body once I started the Casserole Packs. So I feel like whatever was blocking the tubes came out because of the Casserole Packs. Other things is that it could have been from the HSG itself. Just the pressure could have knocked it loose and had it come out. My fertility doctor, I don't know whether I like him or not. I go back and forth because he's a very nice guy and he seems to be very adamant about wanting to help, but he's really pushing IVF, and he has from the beginning. And sometimes he'll say things that don't make sense, or I feel like he's just saying that, I guess, to cover up. So when I went back to him after my HSG at the hospital, he looked at it and he said, okay, so yeah, your tubes are clear now. The dye came through both sides. There was no blockage anywhere. And so what most likely happened is that we cleared it on the left side while we were doing the laparoscopic surgery. And it must not have even been blocked at your right side. The dye probably just spilled out before it could get to your right side. Now here's why none of that makes sense to me. Number one, he did not mention anything at all about clearing my left tube. In fact, it sounded like they had to end the surgery once my uterus tore, and there was no, removal of adhesions. And he did not mention any removal of adhesions after the surgery, just that they had to stop it because the dye went through the back of my uterus. And so that's why the left thing doesn't make sense. To me, the right side doesn't make sense as of not being blocked at all, because if they had to push so hard that they, in essence broke my uterus, then the dye would have gone through an open fallopian tube. So that's why that stuff doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, to sum it all up, I feel like my left tube was blocked from the surgery, my right tube was blocked from a miscarriage, and they were both cleared with Casserole Packs. I hope that you found this helpful. I've got 2 other videos all about Casserole Packs and how to use them, how to apply them, how to make them. So go check them out. And if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below. If there's any videos you want me to make, let me know and leave it in the comments below. Quick TTC update for you guys. I ovulated on Friday, and I felt this ovulation. It was very strong ovulation. I'm between 8 and 9 on Friday night on my right side, right there. Yeah, I felt that ovulation. So that was exciting. So we had good timing on our baby dancing, and so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But anyways, yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe so you don't miss anything. I'll be continuing to update you throughout my journey, and also I've started a series on fertility charting, and I believe that today I should also be able to get up another video on that series, and it's going to be the Fernie microscope. So check back for that later, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye.